Okay guys, so this is probably going to be a very quick video. You know, when you picked up the envelope liners for Diamond Press, they were designed for a Euro flap or a contour flap envelope. So it's an A2 envelope size, but it has a very deep flap, right? And it's just something that's becoming more trendy. You guys may not even have any in your stash. I certainly didn't have any, so Diamond Press was kind enough to make an SVG cut file. Now, you guys know I am Cricut Design Space, or whatever they call it now, adverse. So, or averse? What's the word? That sounds weird. But anyway, I'm not the best at that. But I'm telling you guys right now, this is so easy. So the reason I even downloaded it already, I'm going to do those steps again for you, is because I was using my Mac, and I know the last time I went into Design Space, it was like, we don't run Mac on OS something very well anymore, or something like that, like to upgrade. And I'm like, it still works. So I'm just going to act like you've never done this before, you're brand new, and it's very easy. So, okay, so I'm using a Cricut Explorer Air, and I just mentioned I just picked up the Explorer 2 a couple days ago there on HSN. So if I have links in the description box, there'll be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you're purchase items to those links. I'm just saying that because the SVG file is free, so you know, that's what I was making the video about. But if you're interested in the machine, I'll have a link for you guys. This one's a super old Anna Griffin one. It's the original Explorer Air. And so, okay, so let's just pretend you have no idea. You plugged it in. Obviously, you need to turn your machine on. Look at me. I don't even know how to close the thing. Does it go this way first? I don't know. There we go. Okay, so I have it plugged into the wall, okay? So that's pretty easy. Let's just turn it on. And I'm turning it on, I guess we can open it too. See, I'm telling you, I have no idea. What I'm gonna do, let that thing do its little noises, is rearrange so I can get to my computer here. I did go ahead and plug it in, but you know what, I will undo that, because that way, this one does not have a USB, I don't believe. I'm sorry, not USB, the Bluetooth, and that's the difference with the Explorer 2. I remember that there's a difference between this one and the 2, and that's what it is. The other one has the Bluetooth built in, like the Joy does, like the Maker I'm sure does, but the first one didn't. You just have to plug it in together. So what I'm going to do is get onto mydiamondpress.com, and I'll be right back. As soon as you get on here, and the other reason I'm using this is because my other computer is editing video right now for later, you guys. Actually, you'll probably see that one before this one, but that's okay. So this is the mydiamondpress.com. It says downloads. And what do we have under download? We have the A2 Euro flap envelope zip, it says. So I just click on there, you know, click download. Of course, my computer just downloads it. However your computer does this, that's great. And I just basically saved it, and it's in my downloads, so it's not a big deal. It's just there. So there it is, not a big deal. If you have to unzip it, go ahead. I didn't have to unzip it before, so I did delete it just so I wouldn't have it already from the other day. But if you have to unzip your file, do that. Whatever it is that your computer requires you to do, right? So let me, yeah, just make sure I have it in my downloads, and I don't want to open it up in front of everybody because I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of stuff there. So I'll be right back, just making sure it's in my download file folder. Okay. So on my Mac, it just opens up on the other page, but again, it should be in my downloads. So I'm going to go now to Cricut Design Space, and it's not saving on my laptop for some reason, so I have to type it in right down here. And you know, if you haven't used this before, you would download and all that, but I've done it before, so I'm going to agree to the terms and just, well, either way, if you, I already have it, but you can click download, but I'm just going to open it and agree again, and it'll pull this up. And it's, of course, I've signed in before, so here we are. Operating system not recommended. That's what I was telling you. I just like, well, it doesn't matter. I just dismissed it because I don't want to do anything different right now. So let's say we're going to do a new project, and I'm going to click on new project. And I mean, if you guys are super familiar with this, pay me no mind. I am not, and I'm just showing you all the steps. It was very easy though. So we're going to click down here where it says upload. Hopefully you can see that, but either way, it says very bottom. It says upload, the little cloud. And I'm going to upload an image because that's all I know what it is. SVG, it's like, it tells you here, JPEG, GIF, or I don't know how you would do that, but PNG, you know, SVG. So I'm going to upload an image. And I'm going to browse. Now, of course, I'm going to browse. I'm going to go to my downloads. I'm going to add it. Again, I'm probably going to do that on my own just because I don't know what all my computer is going to show you guys things about. So either way, click browse or just drag it. If you already have it open, drag it and drop it on there, right? So I will be right back. Okay, it looks pretty safe. So I did not unzip this. So if you wanted to unzip it, you could, but I just, this is how, again, yours might look different. This is how my computer downloaded it. A2 Euro flap envelope. I'll double click. It has instructions which are separate from the actual image. So I'm going to click on that and say open the SVG file, not the PDF for the instructions, because obviously that doesn't mean anything. And then just click upload because we want to keep it. It looks good. Upload. Now, I don't know if you'll notice that it's here now. Okay, that's great. And so what I'm going to do is click on it. And it's here as one of my images. It'll be there because I already uploaded it. It's going to stay there. And I'm going to say insert images down here. And that's it. I'm going to move it because I'm tight on paper and I like to cut it, you know, wherever it is. And you can also play with that when you go to cut it, but you know. So before I go to make it, which you can do now, I'm going to go ahead and take the cord because this one is Explorer Air, not a 2. I'm going to plug this into my USB on my computer just so it'll be ready to go. And then let's get our paper ready. But I'm just going to say make it for now because I'm not going to play with the size or mess with it now. What I was going to say is it doesn't have score marks, right? And you can use this in whatever machine it is that you use to cut SVGs. If you're good and you know things and not like me, you can make your own score marks. You can make a line and then have the machine do that for you. I don't know how to manipulate things that well. I'm just going to score it with a scoreboard. So if you know all about, you know, because you guys know what you're doing and I am very basic. So I'm going to take my mat. This happens to be the very first one from whenever they put out the Explorer, which makes me laugh because it's called Light Grip, and the whole issue with it, you know, this was like however many, 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, whatever it was, is that it is very sticky and actually wants to tear your paper. So it was called Light Grip and it was super sticky. And I'm going to use a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. I know, let me see if I can back up at all. I don't know if I can. A little bit. So I'm going to, here to see that it's already really wanting to stick. So I'm using a 12 by 12 sheet because basically that's what you need. I don't think you can go any smaller. If you have a scrap that, you know, you can look at this and see where it's going to cut. You know, you can have maybe an 11-inch square paper, but 12 by 12 it is. And let me, just in case you have no idea, I'm just going to pivot. Sorry guys, I know this is very low tech. So you get your mat, and you could have already had this loaded. You didn't have to wait until this point. And we're going to press this arrow button. Oh, see, over here there's a button with a little arrow that goes up and down, and that's to load and unload your mat. So I just loaded it. Yeah, I didn't really press it down too much, but there it is. So that's ready to go, supposedly. Oh, my computer wants to shut off on me because it's not plugged in. It says the material size is 12 by 12. That's great. You know, it's asking you other things. You want to make more than one, you know, whatever it is, but I just have the one. So I'm going to continue down here. And to continue, please connect your Explorer, which I have. And this is what's funny. It did cut out on me earlier. And again, it might be because my Mac is, you know, has no idea what's going on. But it's thinking about it. I'm going to unplug it right here. And I'm going to plug it back in. That's pretty much what happened earlier. I just had to do it again. So I'll wait for this thing to recognize my little Explorer while it's thinking about it. I will be back. I'm not going to waste your time while it's thinking about where it is. I'll be right back. See, it says to check the machine. Looks like device is ready. Already connected in a different window. And then it says to retry. So all I did was click retry and then it found it. So it did the same thing earlier. Again, it's probably the operating system. So I'm going to click air because it's the USB. The Joy is already on there, but I'm not using that. And that's there from the first time I picked up the Joy. Alright, everything like cardstock. I already have my dial ready. It says load material. A tool should be fine point blade, which is just the blade that's in there. I'm not changing that. And then you just press the flashing go button. And so if you look over here, I already have this set at light cardstock. You can turn this. There's cardstock, fabric, there's other things. And then this little Cricut button, you see, he's flashing. So we're going to press him. And then it says preparing, and it should start cutting. And that's it. I mean, I probably said more than is necessary, but if you're not familiar with this, and I've never used an SVG file, ever, it's so easy. I had a Puzzles machine, and that one you can design your own thing and do that, and that was fun for a little bit, and then I just ditched that because I don't care for these kind of things where you have to like design your own thing. But there it is. Okay, so now I'm going to press the arrow button again to unload the mat. So this is a very, very basic tutorial here. This will go back to, you know, your cut. If you want to do something else, you can play with that, but that doesn't matter. Basically, you can just click finished, you're done. And I'm going to take away this outer piece. I'm just going to pull this away. Again, super sticky. The newer mats are a little bit different. They had changed it out after that because people were like, this is so sticky. So there's our envelope. So I'm going to carefully peel this away so it doesn't get all wonky. Sometimes that happens. They get really curly, you know. And a lot of times people say pull this away from your paper is better. Like pull the mat away from the paper instead of pulling the paper away from the mat. Either way, I'm going to get this off and I'm going to get a scoreboard and we'll go back to my craft area. Well, maybe we'll do it here. Use a Cricut. Just choose the side you like to cut into because this is the same on either side if it's this way or this way. You know, it cuts on this side, it feels a little rough. This side feels a little bit smoother. Whatever it is you like. Just pick a side. And I'm going to use my scoring tool. Now my scoring tool has this blue line that I can follow real easily, especially with something like this where I don't really know where I'm going to be scoring. I just know that I need to score obviously across all these lines here so we can fold our envelope. So I'm just going to go and use that blue line and line it up. And from the very tip to the very tip, we go from there to here. Okay, see, very easy. Next one, again on the other side, lining up that blue line. If you're using like even a cutting tool, you know, like your cutting board, a lot of times they have a score tip that came with it, or you can just put it in there and still use like a small scoring tool to get in there, and that would be nice because it'll give you a nice straight line also. I'm talking about like a cutter, just a regular cutter. Okay, there it is. And I guess I'll do all 4 sides for you guys. I was going to come back, but it's pretty quick. Okay, and now at this point, you know, you're just going to fold it on your score lines. I'm not going to bone fold quite yet. I usually wait till I think we're good. This is so cute and so easy, you guys. Oh my goodness. What a cute envelope. It is gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead and bone fold now. Look at that. Okay, let me bone fold this last one with our plunging neckline, and then, you know, we'll be good to go. So I'm just going to add it. Wasn't letting me put it on here. So just here and here, and who knew these little grid lines would get in the way. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys. There it is. Let me grab the other die just so I can show you about how it fits on here, and I'll be right back. So this is the dies that would go with this. Look how cute. So in the original video, I think the envelope size I had was a little bit bigger. It was like a 4A6 or something. So this is definitely A2, so that's why the lip is a little bit smaller, and the other one it was kind of a little bit bigger. But as you can see, that works out perfectly. And then of course we have all our other things that we can insert and do fun things with. But there it is. So thank you so much, Die Impress, for adding the download for the SVG file. Guys, don't be scared. I'm always scared. You guys know I have never done something like what I just showed you because I'm always afraid. I'm like, ah. But that was very easy to do, very easy to import into the design space. And then you have your little envelope that's going to be perfect. So thanks for watching, guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys the next one. Bye now.